Hello and welcome back to my channel. And finally, I finished my tweaks on Foundry to be able to play The Walking Dead RPG by using the solo rules. It took me a lot of time, a lot of effort, but I've decided to invest time on it because I think that it would be really painful to do it just by using my tablet and check the rules in a physical way of gaming. So I've decided to do everything digitally. For those that have been following my channel for a long time, you might be wondering why I'm not using Obsidian, because usually I use Obsidian, but I just bought Foundry VTT, and since then I have been investing some of my time on learning it and using it for some solo sessions, and it's been working great. So this is actually my first video using Foundry in a solo session, and there is no official module for Foundry, but I found one on the internet, and I will put the link in the description. And I did some stuff, a lot of manual stuff here. Basically, I created several items here, such as the critical injuries, the gear, the talents for every single uh, archetype, as well random tables. I create random table. I just copied the random tables from the book. All random tables are here, included the solo tables, vehicles, and so on. And I do have as well the beta rules here to be used if I need it. Before I decide to import the PDF to Foundry, I was trying to basically write all the rules here on Foundry. And yeah, but I didn't give up, but I just decided, okay, let's stop a little bit and try to play the game finally. So for this first session, I think it would make sense to create a character. What I need to do in order to play is create a character, decide the location, but I do not have a map um, already here. I haven't created a scene yet, but I have an idea, and I would like to basically start, let's say, a session 0. Just create a character, try to figure out who he or she is, and try to start this. So the first thing that is different from the character creation, the normal character creation, is the amount of skill points, or actually, yeah, skill points that we have, because it says that it should be 14 instead of 12. But this is only skill points. Before this, we have the attribute. So I'm going to open here a new actor. So this is the actor. And I already wrote the character creation rules here. For character creation, we have 13 points to distribute between the attributes. So we have these attributes here: strength, agility, wits, and empathy. And I can use 13 points. I should have a minimum of 2 on each, so I could start just by applying or adding 2 to each attribute, and then I can increase it. I do have an idea of a character. I was thinking that it could be not two children, but I would say an older brother and a younger brother or sister. And I imagine that since the outbreak, they they were they were hiding in this place with their family, or not the entire family, but at least the parents, or even better, maybe with just one of them, the mother or the father. And my idea was to basically, I would say that they were traveling uh, before the outbreak in vacation, and this happened, and for some reason, I would say their mother was not with them at this moment. So the only thing that their father could do at that time was basically trying to find a safe place for them. And it's been, I do not know, maybe 2 or 3 years since it happened. And since then, their father have been taking care of them, and they have been moving from one place to another in this city that they do not know, they are not familiar with. Um, and and I think that this is it. So I will play the older brother, um, and one of the NPCs that I'm going to have this connection is my younger, I could say sister. I think it's better if I say a sister, just to have two of each. And I would, in order to move on, I would say that that my father, he just left as usual to try to find food and things like that. But this time he didn't come back, and we are low in food, and we need to decide what we should do. And I think this is a good starting point. So I would need to decide first the attributes or the archetype of this character. So I have here the archetypes, all of them. Uh, I'm not sure how old my character is. He could be young, a young adult, or maybe an adult already with some kind of background as a law enforcer, for instance. But I think maybe the nobody could be a good choice as well. So I'm going to use the nobody archetype for my character, and the key attribute is agility. So I'm going to put more points in agility. Maybe I think the maximum points that I can have is 5. So I already spent 80 points, and I have 13. So if I put 3 more points here, it means that I have now 11, and I have 2 more. So I could put 1 maybe on strength, and maybe 1 more on wits, and then I have 13 points applied. So by using the solo rules, it says 14 starting skills instead of 12. 12 skills at the start, you cannot have more than 2. Okay, so 2 is the maximum that I can have. So, and I have 14 points, so 2 here. I could have 2 on mobility as well, and maybe something in the range combat, maybe 2 wits. I could have 2, and now I have 6, 7, 8 already. 2 in scout. Tech, I could have some. I already have 10, so now I have only 4 more points. So I'm going to put 1 point in manipulation, 1 point in tech, maybe 1 point in close combat, and 1 point in endure. So if I go back and check the archetype, where is nobody? Okay. So I can have some talents from this list. Let me just check. Take 1 free general talent, and the recommendation is Lone Wolf, 9 lives, or Unbreakable. If I'm not wrong, one of these talents actually does not belong to the general. I think it's Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf, if I'm not wrong, yeah, it belongs to the outcast. But I think that I'm going to get, let's see, 9 lives 9 lives good because if I roll in the critical injury, I can decide for the result. So this is good. So I think I will get 9 lives. And let me just put this in my character sheet. So as an extra one, maybe gather sounds to be good. A good talent. I need to decide for a drive and an issue as well. So the nobody, for all archetypes we can create, we can make up one, but they have some ideas as well here. So I can say that I do not care if I leave. Maybe this is my issue. I don't care about myself. The only thing that I care about can be my sister. So I'm going to add this in my character sheet. I do not care if I leave. And my drive, I cannot be killed. This is my chance or love. I would say love, maybe. But for my sister, my drive is protect my sister. And my NPC is my little sister, and I will just come up with a name for her. But I need to have a PC anchor as well. And anchors are really important because it's basically what keeps your character motivated to leave in the end. But I'm not sure if I need to create these NPC in the end as a PC. I could just use this as an NPC, but I could play with 2 PCs or just him. I would just say that she's an NPC. I would not create a character sheet for her. So her name is going to be N. Is it okay? Annie? And my name is going to be, I don't know, Brandon. I already have the talents. I already have the skills. I need to check the gear as well that I could have in the initial gear. So let me just see here if I go to nobody. So what I think that I'm going to have, I'm going to choose these. I'm going to have a pistol. I'm going to have the sleeping bag, and I'm going to have binoculars. So instead of rolling, I'm just going to choose for it and add these to my character sheet. So if I go to gear, ranged weapon, I will just get the pistol. And I'm not sure if I have the binoculars I have here and the sleeping bag. Let me just check the solo rules if something else is missing. Take 1 free general talent. Okay, I already did this. After rolling for your starting gear, give yourself a knife if you don't already have a melee weapon. So I choose my gear, but I will add a knife as well. I think it's okay. So close combat and get a knife and add to it. So now I have a pistol and a knife, a binocular and a sleeping bag. This is what my dad left to me in order to protect my sister. And of course he said, don't leave this place. I'll be back as always. Just wait for me. But it's been some days. Let's see how long. It's been 5 days, and my dad, he didn't come back. So now Brandon sees that, okay, we are out of food. I cannot leave my little sister Annie behind, so I need to take her and try to look for food or try to find my daddy. And this is my starting point, and that's it. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.